Welcome to High Tea with Grace, where we spill the tea on HIT. I'm thrilled to be here at the ViVE Conference, interviewing the industry's greatest leaders about topics of interest to the industry. So who are you and what do you do?
I'm McDavitt. I'm the president and founder of Innsena, an external affairs consultancy working with the states and the feds on doing really cool programs. I'm also the founder and CEO of Zorya Foundation. We give out childcare grants to healthcare workers, keep them in the workforce. And then I'm also the world famous host of the Healthtech talk show, which is probably what I'm most known for. It is also my least profitable endeavor.
I love that. And I also really love watching you and Lisa and the work you do on it. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are some of the trends you're hearing about so far at ViVE?
Yeah. So far, like probably everybody who's going to be on your podcast, I'm hearing about AI. I'm hearing a lot, even the hallway conversations have been about the access model and particularly about what do you think of the rates? What do you think of the reimbursement rates, which are much lower than the industry expected?
Yeah.
But I do think there's all this talk about outcomes, right? And there's all these tech companies, and I've worked for many of them, and I currently work for many of them that say that there's going to be so many health outcomes related to using their technology. Well, now they kind of have to prove it, right? If you can't make money off of those lower reimbursement rates for the access model, I think that shows that maybe your technology is not going to be incredibly useful.
Yeah.
So I think that's interesting. We'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. Very interesting perspective. Now, we hear a lot about women's health and the, advances made in care and research. What are your thoughts? How does it impact your life? What are you thinking about this space?
How does it impact my life? So Lisa and I on our talk show, we talk a lot about the menopause, right? And it's something that allegedly is going to happen to both of us. There's so much talk about menopause right now, and there's so much talk about hormone replacement therapy that I've become very cynical about this. I feel like for so long, no one has paid attention to women's health. And now all we got is this blanket patch or a cream that says, oh, you have all these symptoms. You have fatigue, you have muscle aches, you have a frozen shoulder, your uterus is falling out. It's menopause. Here's a patch. And I feel like I think it's great that we're paying attention to menopause, but I also think, is that all we get? Like all we get are some estrogen patches and a little bit of testosterone, and that's it. So I've become very cynical about it. And I wish that we would do more research and just, instead of saying the grab bag is now you're in menopause or you're in perimenopause, to say, is there actually something else wrong with you? And maybe we should study that.
Absolutely. They do seem to just blame it all on menopause.
Yep. Now here's some cream.
Now, while my listeners love to hear about what's going on in the space, they obviously love to learn from leaders like yourself about things that drive them. So if you could give your younger self a piece of advice, what would you tell her?
I would tell young Kat that everybody's making it up, so you should too.
I love that. We all need to hear that, didn't we? Well, thank you for joining me. Have a great
Thanks
vibe.
for having me.